And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Incomplete. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl. And he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game, because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Domata Peko. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Oh, he fakes a spike. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The tight end Kelce was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. On first down, Mahomes, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Yellow. There's a wall on the right. 6. And watch the leg. Switch it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing.
180. Come on. 2 times. 4 down. Slip. 15.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Hey, number 3. 53.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. For Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 41 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Williams. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41.
From the 41, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Mahomes now to throw.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got him in, it's Brown. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The throw there finding its way to Boyd.
Complete to Nick Boyle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
56 to Mike. 56 to
Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. It's caught at the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Roberts got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more, escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams...
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs make
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, he definitely...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 29, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Check. 52, boom. Check. 53 is mine. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson towards the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 41 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are in the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
The point after is good, and that will get him one closer.
Ravens 40, Chiefs 14.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the Ravens' 6-yard line.
Williams will try again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 53 is mine. Yeah, Jay. Hey, you're all mine, baby. You gonna get this? You're all mine. Kill, kill, kill. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Gonna take. Shabelle. Pick it up. Mike.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
All day, every day.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On first down, Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Lucky. 53's the mic. 53. Check. 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Ball trot. Go. Motion. Motion. Reset. Reset. Watch the safety creep. Check. 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 Check.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's Hill, complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Switch.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
53's the mark. 50, hey, 53. And let's get in them holes. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the backer. Go, he's crashing. That's it. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Don't let him breathe.
To throw again, Jackson. Roberts has it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mike. Danny. Echo. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey. Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.